Hello, YouTube people of YouTube land. It is Eisenman 2, and I just got home from Target, and I picked up the Lego Star Wars Microfighters Millennium Falcon. Vulcan. Just trying to get this light in a good spot here, where it won't overpower and make a glare. There you go. So yeah, I've been buying the Microfighters from Lego and building them, and actually really enjoying them. These are really fun to build, and they look good, and they're just cool. I think they're a pretty good deal. $10 you get a little spaceship and a minifigure, and yeah, it's good times. So yeah, this is set 75030, 94 pieces, retails for $9.99. That's that's what they say in all the Lego reviews that I watch, and so I'm doing it too because I want to be popular. So yeah, here we go. I'm building this on camera. I'm doing that thing that some people do where they build a thing on camera. And hang on just a second, because I want to show you something that kind of threw me off when I figured it out. So, the Microfighters, they have these boxes where, like, you can see in the background there's, like, planets. And, like, here on the Imperial Star Destroyer, which is the last one I bought, it's a planet. Whereas on this thing, on Millennium Falcon, it's the Death Star. I thought it was weird when I realized that it's the Millennium Falcon and the TIE Interceptor and the X-Wing and the Star Destroyer that have the matching things. I don't know. To me, it seems weird that you would not have the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter have the matching stuff, because it's like it's X-Wing and TIE Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a weird thing I noticed. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Let's build this thing. So yeah, because these are small sets, I'm not bothering with organizing my pieces. I just dump them in a pile and see how it goes. So I'm gonna actually get the light on here. Hopefully it won't be too washed out in the video. Yeah, it's a little bit washed out. I'm trying to get this to where, like, I can see everything that I'm doing, but the video isn't too bad. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so, step 1, it says to assemble the Han Solo minifigure. Pretty easy to find these pieces. So, there's this head. And where's the hair? I see the hair. I want to get the head on first. Yeah. And finally, we have the blaster. It looks like all the sets that I have, every minifigure has the same gun, the same blaster pistol. Looks the best with Han Solo, because it kind of looks like his blaster from the movies. Not quite, though. Kind of hard to get that level of detail on this. And most of these... Actually, no. It's pretty much Han and the X-Wing pilot from the X-Wing. They have swappable faces, or two-sided faces. You can see there his normal serious face, and then turn around, and oh look, I'm happy, and I'm a scoundrel, yada yada yada. I don't even know what that noise was that came out of my mouth just now. Anyway, set him off to the side. Step 1. Get one of these round thingies and put a red thingy on the side like that. And then take one of these thingies. No, not one of those thingies. Where's the thingy? Oh look, there's another blaster. Weird. Thingy. It's a thingy with a poke in it. Not a poke, a spiky thing. It's kind of like this, but there's like a spiky thing coming out the top, and there's no studs here. And it's black according to the instructions. There it is. Okay, so then that faces toward the red thingy. Alrighty. And then we take another red 1x2 thingy, plug that behind there. Yep. I might as well not narrate this because you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, these Microfighters, I started buying them with the X-Wing, because the X-Wing is, I've explained this on Twitter, but I don't believe I've ever said in a YouTube video, because I think it was actually after I kind of stopped making YouTube videos that I even realized this, but the X-Wing is actually my favorite Star Wars ship design out of all of them. So naturally, if I was going to go for one, I went for that one. And so I did. And as a result, I kind of got hooked on them because it was so much fun to build. And the result was this adorable little X-Wing that still worked as an X-Wing. You know, it has, you know, it's got the best foils and they lock into attack position as you would want. And yeah, from there, after that I got the TIE Interceptor, and that one was not quite as fun to build as the X-Wing, but at least for me, but led to a pretty damn good finished product. So there's that. Trying to make this as much of you being able to see what I'm doing as is possible. As from this angle, it's a little bit better. Get a little bit more light. Yep. And lost my train of thought. Yeah, and then I got the Imperial Star Destroyer, and yeah, now I can't stop. So please send help. Someone. Got more of these canister thingies. Oh, upside down. And yeah, the Star Destroyer was actually probably the most fun to build because it had the most kind of stuff going on, like a lot of layers and whatnot. But obviously it's a Star Destroyer, so the resulting model was not as exciting as, say, the X-Wing. I definitely think the X-Wing is probably the best of the ones I've gotten so far. It just hits that right balance of like super fun to build and also really fun to play with when it's done. So, yeah. I also might be biased because, like I said, the X-Wing is my favorite Star Wars ship ever. And I didn't film those being built just because I wanted to kind of just take them in for myself and have myself a good old grand old time building some Lego. But I'm doing it now with the Falcon because, like I said, I kind of just want to share the experience. Actually, I don't think I said that at any point during this whole kerfuffle, so, but I'm saying it now. I want to share the experience. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing the experience with all of you in the YouTube place that is called YouTube. but it's not actually a place because you can't go there physically. This is interesting layering going on here. Yeah. Millennium Falcon is definitely, I do like it. It's definitely a cool design. It's very unique. There's nothing else like it. That's kind of what unique means. But I'm just repeating myself now. So I might as well stop talking, but I feel like if I stop talking, everyone's going to turn the video off because it'll become boring. So I won't do that. I got another one of these. No, not those. Not that. There's the cone. And that one goes right there. And this goes here. I'm trying to make it so you can see this. I'm trying not to block with my arm, but it's unavoidable at some points because it's just, I'm trying to just do it my way, but also make it presentable for the camera. Yeah, Star Wars. It's been a while since I've watched any Star Wars movies. I really want to go back and kind of, because I've learned so much about film, just as a medium, as an art form, since the last time I watched Star Wars, and so I want to kind of look at it on that level. See what new things I notice, see what new things I might have problems with. That kind of stuff. But yeah, I remember Empire's my favorite. Empire's the best. No unpopular opinion there. Where I stand right now in my memories of the movies, not necessarily as they actually are, I actually think Return of the Jedi is the second best. I know that's a really controversial opinion. It's not to say A New Hope is bad, but I just really like the way Return of the Jedi kind of wraps everything up. I think it does the whole finishing the story thing really nicely. And yeah, I give it props for that. Yeah, I have a pizza in the oven, so I should probably check on that pretty soon. If you wonder why I'm doing this now instead of earlier, it's because, which you probably aren't actually, but I'm going to say anyway, my mother and sister are out of town for the weekend, out of state actually. So I figured now is a good time to film a video without having to be interrupted. Oh yeah, you need to see that. That was a... Whatever. It was this weird thingy that I was looking for at the beginning of the video plugged into this whole assembly, and now it's a hinged thingy. But yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Return of the Jedi is a really good movie. I think the resolution of the Luke-Vader conflict is beautiful, and that fight sequence, while not as good as the one in Empire, is still like, damn, son. Really nicely choreographed, lots of emotion behind it. It's a damn good fight. It might not hold up as much if I rewatch it, though, because, like I said, I know a lot more about film, and I'm probably going to notice a bunch of just filmmaking stuff that's going to bug me as a filmmaker. So yeah, and yeah, and but yeah. I doubt I'm gonna end up, like, hating the movies entirely. Especially not Empire, because Empire just holds this really special place in my heart. Like, seriously, man, that Luke Vader fight in Empire, holy shit. That is just such a great fight scene. Really, so emotionally, it's emotionally charged. It's freaking beautifully choreographed. It is just the epitome of a good fight scene that is not, you know, necessarily like wham bam, crazy kung fu martial arts, kick you 10 different ways till Sunday kind of stuff. Which those are my favorite fight scenes, but that's a story for another time. Talking about the Raid 2. Actually, I might as well, since it's a nice, whatever. I want to talk about it now, because I brought it up, so I'm going to talk about it. It's my video. Deal with it. The Raid 2. The Raid 2 Barandal. I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways from the director himself, Gareth Evans, so I'm a little bit at a loss for how you actually say it. Someone actually speaks Indonesian, and you know how to pronounce the proper pronunciation for the Indonesian word for thugs. Let me know so I can say it right. Stop saying it wrong and stop being racist. What the hell is that thing? But yeah, the Raid 2, the more I think about it, the more I think it is actually my favorite movie of 2014 so far. As much as I love the Lego Movie and Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain America Winter Soldier, those are all great movies. No doubt about it. They are fantastic. They are engaging. They are wonderful. The Raid 2 just struck a chord with me. That chord chiefly being my adrenaline receptors, because holy crap, that movie is one to get you just pumped the hell up. And it is just damn. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And it's got a good story, actually. Like, it is actually a well-told tale of intrigue and betrayal and disappointment and stuff like that. And also Hammer Girl. Hammer Girl is my waifu. Or at least as close as I would ever say a character's come to being my waifu. Yeah. Looks like this thing's almost done. Getting close to the finish line here. So I'll just wrap that up and say The Raid 2 is a really freaking great action movie. And if you like action movies in any way, you should watch it, because it's really freaking good. Obviously, watch the first one first. Do I like it more than the first one? A lot of people seen the first Raid at this point. The Raid, also known as the Raid Redemption. I just dropped the thing. 1 second. I can't find that thing. I'm just gonna see if I have enough to finish this section of whatever this is. Okay, good, I do. Hopefully that can be counted as a loss of a spare. Yeah. As soon as I put these two pieces in place, I'm actually going to go check my pizza real quick, so I'll be right back after that. So there you go. BRB. I'm back. That was instantaneous for those of you watching, hopefully. And in case you're wondering, my pizza is done. It looks delicious. Hopefully, the time it takes me to finish this thing will be long enough for it to cool so that I can eat it when I'm done. And I don't know what else I'm going to do after that while I'm eating it, since obviously this will be done. Now, let me make sure there's no more of those disc things. Nope. Good. So that little disc thing that I dropped is not a loss. It is, in fact, you can kind of cut your losses there, so to speak. Oh, flipping it over. This is the things that used to help it not scratch a surface that you scratch every surface that you put it down on. At least I assume that's what this is for. Possibly also just to round out the bottom, so you don't just have friggin' ugly bottoms of plates. On your spaceship bottom. You can actually look at the bottom and not go, ew! Boom, boom, boom. Alright. So here's another thing I really appreciate about these microfighters, is that, you know, these are the flick-fire missile ports, I guess you could call them. And in every single one of these, the flick-fire missiles are actually mounted in points where the guns on the actual ships are mounted. So, big props to LEGO there. You guys are thinking ahead. I mean, it's almost like you guys are professional designers or something. Jeez. Why you showing off, LEGO? Being all like, oh, we got artistic talent. Look at us. Snobs. Yeah, hell yeah, that's the cockpit detail. Love that. It's a nice looking piece. Look at me. I'm turning into an AFOL, getting excited about printed pieces. Where the hell does this clip go? That one goes right there. Oh, it's just one. Okay. And then, oh, hooray, the dish. Satellite dish. One of the more recognizable features of the Millennium Falcon. That's how Vader said it, right? Falcon. He was one of those guys. Said Falcon instead of Falcon. Boom. And I believe this is just about done. Yep. And we just got to put together these missiles. Yeah. So the flick-fire missiles are actually mounted where the, like I said, where the guns on the actual ship were, which is namely on the top. Obviously, you know, there was one on the bottom, but budgets, I suppose. Now let's get Han Solo in there. Now most of these guys, I like to, with these pilots that I've taken their blasters out of their hands while they're in the cockpit, but I think Han Solo is the kind of guy who would just have his blaster in his hand even when he's driving. So, there you go. There's the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, not bad. Very, very greebly on top. Wasn't expecting that. Not sure why I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I've seen pictures of this thing constantly. But yeah, it's cute. Full chibi-fied Millennium Falcon. Might as well bring in the other Microfighters that I got. Alright, so, yeah. These are the Microfighters. There's TIE Interceptor, Imperial Star Destroyer, and the X-Wing. If I had to rank these now, let me just test these missiles. Now, you gotta push these in a very specific way. Obviously, you know, they say they call it flick fire, but I've found flicking them to be very inefficient. Like that, yeah. Yeah, you just push them in a very specific way. And Han just went flying. Yeah. Still think probably the Star Destroyer works the best, since they're in a very reachable place. X-Wing is probably still my favorite. Again, probably some bias, but also it's just, you know, you can do this, and that just adds a lot of playability to it. Also, it's the only other minifig in this entire wave. Or, I don't know, maybe there's one of the two that I haven't bought and really don't plan on getting to have this, but this X-Wing pilot is the only other minifigure that has two faces. Really cool. Yeah, so I had to rank them. I would say X-Wing is number 1. I would probably put, followed by TIE Interceptor, second best. Then, kind of a toss-up between the Star Destroyer and the Falcon. Because they both kind of have the same thing going on, where it's like, they're pretty fun to build. You know, this was pretty involved. You saw it happen, obviously. Some interesting tricks. And they both have this great thing where the back is actually cool to look at because of those wonderful blue translucent parts simulating the engines. But I'd probably say I'd probably put them in a tie, honestly. Star Destroyer just barely edges it out because I've always loved that design. Like, really loved it. And also, it's got the Imperial Officer, like the character design on those guys. So, yeah. But yeah, there you go. There's Microfighters Millennium Falcon. I recommend the Microfighters line. It's a lot of fun. I'm really excited for the next wave that's coming out next year. I was going to have an AT-AT, a Snow Speeder, a Vulture Droid, and there's something else that I was really looking forward to. Yeah. I'm pumped for that, because freaking AT-ATs, man. If the AT-AT is really well implemented, it'll probably supplant the X-Wing as the best bang for your buck set from this line. Yeah, I'm just gonna, while I blather my closing thoughts, I'm just gonna smush together the rest of these freaking leftover pieces. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't know why you would enjoy it. I mean, jeez, what's wrong with you? But, yeah. I plan on getting more Microfighters. I'm probably going to build them on camera. So, be on the lookout for that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Someone enjoys it. I'm not just shouting into the ether. Probably am. But, yeah. Catch you later.